Good morning, or good evening, or maybe even good night to all of you. No matter where you are, I'm glad to be back and glad to have you here. So, hello. I hope all of you are ready to get into today's The Last Caretaker, where our journey is today very long and very tedious. From this one of the most southern points of the game to one of the most northern points in the game. So yeah, it's one very, 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 very long journey. So I don't know about you, but since that's the case, then I actually prefer to just jump into it immediately. I just need to be sure that the sounds work today. Well, worked immediately. We have had a few times where the music didn't work as soon as we started. And our tiny friend. Do I have? I do. This one's probably better for what's to come. Probably have to check what time it was. That's it. Where's the moon? I can't see the moon. Oh, yeah. I think that should be south. Yeah, we got north of here. So, west. Oh, so the sun is way on its way down. I'd estimate that the time is probably around 2-ish. So the sun should be up within 3 hours. Nothing new here. Let's look at this one. That's one of the reasons why we need to go up north. We need to return to the silo we've already been in. Oh well. So let's see how well our new friend, how well he works. We can actually test him out with the nocturnes that's on the way. Let's see what you're made of. I'm curious as how much energy he uses. He wasn't at max when he started, so that's not really fair. But look at how cute he is. Tiny little cougar. And I think that's enough for a proper test. Hello, buddy. Alright, he's functional. Though he do have this same strange behavior pattern as in the big roly boys. Which does make sense. But he actually actively seeks out enemies. And that's a welcome surprise. I did not expect him to do that. And it seems like he is fairly energy efficient. I'm already thinking of making an extra one. Wouldn't that be amazing, having our own private tiny army? Though, we'd kinda need to carry them around most places. Doesn't seem like there's any opponents just walking about. Look like they are all encapsulated. Oh, that's at least good news. And thank you for your patronage. All of your corpses will go to a good cause. Me. I don't want to wait for them to explode. Just pop them ourselves. With our fantastical, way too powered flashlight. That's mine too. Alright, buddy. Let's get to it. If we place you here, what do you do then? Alright. So, one of the things that I actually really enjoy doing is testing capabilities of stuff like this. Like, if we place them right next to what is actually an enemy, he do not attack it. That I actually really like. Because it would be so annoying if we're trying to clear out an area and we couldn't take him anywhere because he would just pop them all. And while I'm doing this, then he can take care of those. Except it turned off. That's weird. And of course it restarted. That's very fast. Oh. We got through it. If we back up here, that should be plenty of time. Like both plenty of time for us to shoot everything down. And for that guy to kill all of our opponents. I'm reluctant to call them stragglers because I guess stragglers would incline that. I tried to kill at least some of them before. Right. That screens. There's glass in them. Aluminium and broken glass. We don't really need anything when we just hit level 33. So we only got 2 levels more. It actually really bugs me that many of these containers are only half containers. Why? What is the actual purpose of only having half containers? This one? Oh, sure. That kinda makes sense. You got both ends. But that one ends... Oh, it actually seems like this one ends in the middle. Yeah. This one I'm completely fine with because then everything is getting used. But this one, there's no end in the other. And it's only halfway. That's one thing I don't get. And another thing, it actually kinda grinds my gears. Because... just why? Boom. Good boy. Can't grab him from here. So let's just climb out there at some point. Only tires. Gym bags. Seems like it's the same up here. If we plot this one a little bit, then we gotta stop. Let's see how well I can take this one. I don't think I can take it in one place, but yeah. Yes, 2 hits. Yeah, I'm fine with. Well, I guess we kinda need a name for him. Because, sure, we could just call him Felix. But how about we call him Felix? So I got Felix the Fearless. And sadly then Felix isn't very precise. seems like that's gonna be difficult. Getting on this side. Can I shoot him? I actually can. How? How in the world have I never tried to shoot them down? Like, we've been here for a bit over 140 hours, and I don't think I have ever tried to just shoot the other robots down. Like, I have always yeah. Alright, there's a big one there too. I've always grabbed them. What can that be? Oh, there's a lot more trash than me. Might as well grab a bit more. Ooh. Let's see. $130. My hope was that we would weigh less after the materials had been after the materials has been processed, and it does not seem to have been the case. Close. How far are you? 6.1. We can stay a bit longer. Let's actually get rid of cables. We don't need those. Don't need a singular grenade. The other gun we might need, and they can be easier using it long distance. Let's see now. Just so that we can make the quick backup in the bottom now. We can't do that unless we have done. Alright. Unless we have made a base save first on each run, each time we log into the game, and the Omega is at max 2. Nice. I guess that I get that it's put in that way. Right. Now we're ready again. I'm wondering where our goober is. So Felix, where are you? There you are. Good boy. Alright. Ready, Felix? We need that one gone. Oh, actually that was in one hit. Oh. Bitch! I see, you get stuck easily. I guess that's a minor point away from you. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is still worth noting. Nothing here, no secrets. Maybe secrets. Up here, no secrets. Let's. I guess we could. Yeah, sure. Let's go on the top first this time. Huh? That's weird. I'm sure we've walked on these before. Oh yeah. And up we go. That's mine. Want to take in assembly instructions. Awesome. And bye bye. And then there's a guy that fell down there somewhere. Touched in the chip. I don't think that's a new one though. I think one would have got that. See if we can land on this. Perfect. Balls. We'll hope that we cleared that one. Wait. Jesus. Could try out a different kind of mission. An explosive kind, if you will. Oh, fuck. Alright, I... Good thing we made it back up. I didn't expect the explosion radius to be that big. Because I don't think they usually seem to be that big. But oh well. And Felix should be coming around that corner any moment. Felix? Felix? Why are you not here? Oh, here he comes. I'm fairly certain I saw him roll over here. No? That's weird. Maybe down here? I mean, he shouldn't be. No. Not here. That's weird. I guess the game must have glitched him. Wow. Thank you. Then I'll just reload. Let's see if we can find him this time. It's pretty weird that he weren't anywhere to be found. I'm fairly certain that he came rolling from here last time. Because we stood about here. Then he came rolling from here. I thought that he came from here. Not down here. Well, I guess we could just try and keep going. And then I suppose he'll just come on rolling a boat at some point. Really. And I can't hit shit from here. I was so certain that I got them all exploded. Yeah. This time I got you. And the twofer. I knew it. There's always a place like this in these. I just Forgot to look behind me. It was also strange that it seemed like there weren't any place. And the secret stash. I think because usually there's a hatch in the ceiling so you can drop down from there. And not this time. Hold except for 2. I take that. Take it. No. Just to make the others. Really? Fuck this. That might have been the last. Maybe I shouldn't do that in the dark. How much we got left? 8. Don't believe that's enough. Let's keep going with this. It worked so well last time. Well. Now it's completely empty. Actually, a surprising amount of shots in the rifle. It's not just 100 shots. Or 100 ammo or what you should call it. There's more. But if you basically only do charged shots, then I guess it's basically just the same. Oh well. Yeah, no, well, let's just go back to the ship. Heroes. Still full, of course. You to electro, I think. You to me. Grab this one and go downstairs. Really? Do we have one of those that close? We actually do. Almost reaching. Come on, planet. Here comes the sun. Sure, it's empty. I've looked at this one so many times. Alright, sure. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna empty the thing. Oh, neutronium. Not bad. Let's drop these two in here. No, what? Do it the other way around. Grab all of that. Deposit all of this. Grab these and empty these. Because the bioorganic we definitely get more of than anything else. I think it's because it's what comes from those. Both bio-waste and bioorganic. Maybe everything gives bioorganic to some degree. Let's keep that. You are full, right? Yeah. Six. Need to go upstairs and over here. Paint and more. Person, imagination, and is that more of the quantum thing? Might be. That's probably just trash. Now that I'd call perfect extermination. No damage, no miss, no stragglers, just pure in efficiency. Secret abode. I wonder what that's about. I'd really wish that we had some kind of marker on Felix. So that we could find him when these things happen. Because we'll already figure out that he kinda have a tendency to get stuck. I doubt that he's down here. No, that's the other one. The one he's modeled after. Nothing here. Mine? Well, not really mine. Grenade? Good. Elevator. Solve. All elevator solve. Well, it seems like you have actually left us. Alright, I want to take a look under here. Maybe there's secrets down here. Like there have been so many other places. Definitely space underneath for secret. Well, I guess the biggest secret would be how in the world have they managed to get a concrete cement structure like this? Managed to have that floating in perpetuity. I guess that's my biggest question. Doesn't seem like there's anything under. And how about the sides? Not in here. Not in here. Already been here. There's still nothing underwater. There's also one place with no underwater secrets. Might as well start sailing fast. We got a long ass road ahead of us. Oh. Sadly, this is goodbye, Felix. Then I guess you have just completely despawned. You should know where to be found. You will be honored. Let's check out the last unknown underwater thing before we leave. I mean, there's only one grave left. So we might as well check that one out. 26. Funny. Alright, so it's soon gonna be dark and those fuckers are gonna come back. I mean, the nocturnes ain't that bad, they're just annoying. gonna turn that one off now. Eight, 49, 50. Might have overshot it a little bit. $41. And seems like it stays at 41. Six. That's fine. Right, so I just grabbed something to drink real quick. Alright, let's go. Alien cave. Angel here. Another robot. Probably somewhere we can get into. I think this is actually one of the most shallow graves we have ever found. Might swallow. It's not like we're in lack of energy down here. since we're not all that deep down. Much better. This bright light is so nice. So, what I'm doing right now is that I'm checking out all of the buildings first, so that we know what to take our time on and how best to use, I guess, our energy. Because right now there's a lot of these organism parts, but they're all easy to access, and none of them are actually very big. The majority of them are actually very small. I think there's, of what we've found so far, I think there's one medium, and the rest of them I would categorize as small. Ahead of me. Because where else would they be than up above us if I can't see them? Well, the only hard thing about this is remembering exactly which buildings we've been to. But I think I got a fairly good take where we are and where we've been. This one should have been in. There's no robots and no bots. There's run outside. We could take a car, but rubber takes not really stuff we need, but a shark. I'll always take you guys. And it seems like we did get all of our stuff. Awesome. You're a bigger one than Dust. Alright, so there's been, I'd say, 2 big ones. Well, semi-big ones. And that's not compared to the general average, like the normal average, but compared to any kind of them we've actually found. We have found some gigantic ones. Yep. No. Why don't the sun kill you? You bastards. Right, I guess it's time to return to the ship. There's so much weight on us that we are slow when swimming. And that won't do. 7 kilometers. Yeah. So we got that much on us. Let's grab this one first. Ten and a half, that's fine. How much can fit in here? All of it. Awesome. This and what? Some more power, some health, and then back down. Hello. I think this is the first time we've seen them on the bottom. And I know we've just emptied it, but still. It's kind of funny seeing it down here. It's powerful, but doesn't light up very far. And it's still alive. Clear. 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 And also clear. Excellent. Make a quick sweep. Take a look at this. No, it's just a... what do I call it? I don't think it's a render issue, a graphic issue? Yes, it is a graphic issue, but... not in the same way as you would used to think. Mirror. Window, I guess. More precise. Hello there, buddy. Huh? Of course, a thing underneath us that's not popped. Yeah. That's the thing that I really want changed. That we can't pop things from the other side. Fine, if you don't want me to beat it, then I'll shoot it instead. Easy as. Broken Nocturne Nematoid. That's the full name. Nematoid. Always forget that part. I forget. I remember the Nocturne part, but Nematoid. Not a chance in hell. Jeez, you're close. One on the door, one on the wall, and one in the middle. And one on the other wall. And it's a tiny one here. That's kind of strange. And the only thing that kept it from sinking down to the bottom was a robot that also should have fallen down to the bottom. Alright, then. I guess this is it. Because I do not wanna take all of the cars. Only because it's a lot of resource that we actually don't need. shock. Seven, also full. Alright then. Just until I can get all of this in. Because since we're already going up north, right next to the Black Vein Tower, not Black Vein Station, I can't remember. Then I see no reason at all to empty out all of that. We might as well keep our fuel resource until we actually need it. Rather than just spending it because we got it. Oh yeah, 8. That fits. Why does say 55 down at the bottom? That makes no sense. 55. Is it 55? Drop. 45. 55. Oh well. The game's been inconsistent in that way. A lot. But this is a new kind of inconsistent. They are the same in just a new name. Why do they do that? It just takes up more space. Oh, still a lot on the bottom. But nothing worthwhile. And then... Up. Come on. Up here. Might as well go directly for Dead Breath. And then go to Black Vein afterwards. Oh, it was just that. It's following about 86. 3 squares is about this amount for it to tick down to 84, 2, 3, 82. Stop that. 1, 2, 3, 80. 1, 2, 3, 78. 26. 2, 24. Our line should go about 74 right here. Let's see, we might go right past the right side of the habitat node. We should actually, yeah. Unless our course changes, then that's what we're gonna do. And depending on the weather and what we meet and so on and so forth, then as usual we are going to deviate a little bit to the left. But so far we might actually more or less end straight up here without hitting anything. I'm gonna correct it a couple degrees. $15.43 and $15.42.41. Not great. Works as it should. I think we were at about 14. Under 90. 5, 90. Under 90 and under 90. Right. If 2 or more are under 90, then we take them all. Here. Yeah. We're going a bit past dead breath, but that's intentional. Because the ship, depending on the weather and whether or not we hit a shark or two, then we'll correct slightly towards the middle again. Let's see if I can actually get up here while we're sailing. Then I wanna remove you. Actually getting bored. While getting pretty tired of having it in my direct selling mission. The other one I usually don't mind much. Really annoying very often. the habitat node. We're cruising right past. Hold has been completed. Might as well do some maintenance on most of the stuff. Anything out here? Nah. Hello. Hello. Everyone's gonna give up soon. Yeah. They always give up. You see how much we have deviated from the path? Oh, you are the recovery grinder. Breaks surplus materials into a larger mix of other materials and oil, used by salvage crews to recover useful stock from whatever they had too much of. Maximum output: electricity 100 kilowatts. Damn. Inputs: the maximum throughput. Inputs: physical matter 36 kilograms an hour, and outputs: oil 36,000 liters, which is 36 liquid tons. I mean, that's probably a good and interesting thing to have at some point. Right now though, we don't need it. zoom a bit more. One of the reasons why we don't need it is we don't really have anything to use that much oil on. I guess the only thing we can use it on is to make stainless steel or maybe petrol and diesel, but right now we are good on those things. And besides, we already got oil tank here and oil tanks in here. What the fuck? Stop. I said fuck, stop that. Hit something. Yeah. Definitely did. And we hit something hard. It could have been a shark, I guess, but it would have definitely deviated, but I don't think we've ever taken that much damage from hitting the shark before. That's crazy. Meters, we're almost, we're just past 12. There it is. The dead wolf. That's strange. Because that rock formation is new. Yes, Prometheus, hello. Is that really Prometheus? Ah. I for certain it was a rock formation, but I think it's the quality of the game. Yeah, it is actually Prometheus. Hmm. No, one of them was just the quality of the game that put the marker and the actual location in seemingly two different places. You can get unmarked. That is sure. That is that one. Alright, that's fine. Well, there is another thing up there. So I was correct. There is another statue. Well, I am going to go to the statue, but this time I'm gonna start with just using our drone and then fly up on top of it. Keeping red and dirty. I guess that's fine. Not that I expect a fight down there, but you never know. Something might have changed with the last update. You never know. What we got here? A lot of crap. Whoops. Wrong one. Got this. Water cable. No. That one. And this is our survival kit. All materials we need to fix up this thing. Except I'm sure we don't need gold, but we do need iron. Don't need polyethylene. I'm not sure if we need... But this one might be a bit faulty. Yeah. That's how it goes when you start mixing stuff left and right. Idiot. And it's full. I can grab the copper and the plastic, glass, more glass. And grab most of the iron. Glass, polyethylene, aluminium. Don't need those. Alright. Kinda looks like itself. But I am gonna turn on the power. Then I'm gonna bring this, just in case. But I am fairly certain. So, you see what I mean? That when I say the game sometimes tries to just straight up kill us. Trying to throw us off the ledges. Anyway. So, alright, it was regarding the small battery. I was fairly certain that I had remembered to leave one in each of these locations. So that I didn't have to remember to bring one. I needed stabilized before we do anything. Because as soon as we hit anything, then the engine stops. Stabilize, please. Needs to go down. It needs to go down right here. This is not gonna end well. You know what? Sure. Let's land down here first. How much damage was that? Oh. A lot. Almost 50%. Copper, iron, rubber. Right, so we need more iron. Wonderful. Oh, so is it only 4? Yeah. Here it is. The weird oil factory. Interact grinder. Right now we don't need oil. Don't even think we... Well, we could actually use some petrol. Our last stock and holder place. That's because that's where we crashed last time. Where we were stuck. But some fucking how I managed to get the gyro out of there. So yeah. I knew that we had to go up there, but just like maybe if we're lucky enough, it is actually down here. So I'm just gonna go a bit closer. So we can get some petrol. That's a failure on my part. I should have put it in here. On the same side that it goes. Alright. Up here. Just double checking everything while that one is doing its thing. Alright. Well then, let's go to the next ledge. That was close. For some reason I seem like I really want to cut it close. Every time. Oh. And just like to live life dangerously, I guess. Here you are. Machine body blueprint.
frame scan complete. This frame carries the separator, oil output, and recovery channels. The grinder does not create clean material. It breaks waste apart and keeps whatever can still be used. Blueprint complete. Recovery grinder unlocked. It will be inefficient, loud, and probably difficult to keep clean, but it can turn surplus material into usable outputs and oil. Old salvage crews built it for desperate supply chains. We qualify.
Yeah, we do. Alright, let's see. Machine body blueprint, model RGMB42, separator frame, manufacturer exo field salvage. Specs: heat drum, filter stack, oil pour. Function: recovers materials, fractions, and oil. For the one machine recovery grinder. So, chat, I guess we have just unlocked grinder. That's not a thing I had on my bingo card ever. And now we just need to get out of here. Why is it always at the last 10% that everything just goes to shit? I think I need to take a training arc at some point. Alright, enter, and froze off. So you see, it's only meant to kill us. Guess that's good enough. I just needed to stay. So now we need to get over there. Not now, we need to go out there first. Why? Because it's there. It's a place we haven't been. Sure, let's spend some points. Let's buy that thing. It's probably gonna be useful for the that picture area. And echo horn. Placeable speaker for signals, ambience and alerts. Yeah. I've had the opportunity to buy it for a long ass time. And now we finally bought it, because I'm kinda sick of this horn. I really hope that that one gives us a better horn. No space. Tiny space. About 2.5 kilos left. Spire of Industry. Eight. Had it been at 10 or above, then I would empty it. Photo mode. I knew it. New sample added. So my guess is that there's 3 of those samples on this one too. Since there were 3 at the last place, then it only makes sense that there'd be 3 at this place too. do I have a task in here? I have no tasks. Alright. That is weird. Maybe it might be just that one. Yeah, fixed. And then becomes this kind of ocean floor. Usually it seems like there's nothing when we get to this floor. I mean, sometimes there are, but again, I'd say it's not the majority of the times. And more ocean gold. Yeah, gold ore. Same shit. But right now we don't actually need it. At some point, maybe. But then I'm not sure what we should use the nugget for instead of just the pure material. Too close. Seems like it's the same as the last place, where there's no secrets to be found. But no secrets underwater. Except for that one sample. I guess that technically counts. There's no buildings underneath, like there are with most places. This one is actually climbable. Loot. And a rock. I can't pick it up, but not in that way. Oh, hello there. I had a feeling about... I'll probably find one of these soon. New data. Oh, we got a brother up here. Brother and memories down here. That's where we were. That's where we are. This is where we're going. And another brother here. Huh. I guess we would need to go much further up. in order to find the third one. Are you gonna give me pure iron or scrub iron? At 15 normal iron. You're actually giving me proper iron. That's actually a surprise. This iron nugget. Scrap. Shit. Is it? Close enough. Really? Well, at least I got that one. But I'm telling you, that was a master jump. We should have landed perfectly up there. Perfectly, I tell you. Is he? That alignment was impeccable. Come on. Really looks like we can grab onto that ledge. I guess there's actually not much we can do right now because it's night. We might be able to do something. very least try to take a look up here. Five. What's flashlight? Yeah. More titanium and gold. Yeah. Right. Seems like the rest of the way is gonna be done with what should I call it? The gyro. There's a flying angle. 11.1. Then I don't have to think about emptying this one while we're out. You're full, yeah. This one. Memories. Crap. Batteries. And another of the same one, just different name. Adaptability, creativity, focus, and patience. All of them are exactly the same, just a new name. I guess we could try to take a couple of these and see if this one recognizes them in a different way. Installing. Loading. Installing. Loading. Oh, so it seems like if they're just loading, then they are in the system. How about these three? But I'm sure I've already had at least in the and could be 3 of those games in here. 3 games. But loading, installing. That sounds pretty interesting actually. Oh. That kinda reminds me of what's it called? I think it's something like Cypunk? Something like that. Not really punk, you know, but Some type of Thai music. Might be Sci-Funk, I'm not sure. In a way, it kind of reminds me of some of the music from the future in Samurai Jack. It has very similar vibe as that. We got one there, so a perfect place would be over there. That's not possible. Yes, could place it here. Close. I can accept both. Next to you. Jesus. I thought it was something that would just get connected to a normal horn in here. But no, this is a whole nother thing. Alright. I don't want to save. We haven't done all that much. I filled you up before we left. Why are you not full? I filled you to the brim before I left. Oh, Spirit took damage, right? How in the heck have you been taking so much damage? What the fuck? Should be impossible to have lost that much. Oh, that makes sense. Alright, sure. If you want to rev around that way, then sure. Come on. Alright, up and away. So close. Why do we drop so fast? With no reason to. Well, this is as close to perfect as I think is possible. Except if you could do it faster. Plastic scrap, fabric scrap, scrap. More plastic scrap. Right. I can't see your finger. I can see your toes. You're pointing this way. To me, it seems like you're pointing almost... No, not the same way. Not the same way as that one. Your head is here. Somewhere in that general direction. Not really the same way that boat is pointed, but further to the east. It might be the rock formation that we have already been in. Huh? Knew it. There is something in here. Should have blood explosives. Well, then this is as good as any to have an hydration break. Seems like we actually need an actual explosion. Don't think this one counts. Oh, that's easy. I'm still gonna try it. Completely forgot that this one could take a lot of damage from it. Oh, and there's the other member thing. Alright, so go back down, grab some explosives, park the gyro in a different place, and then try and explode that thing. Stop. Bad job. How much damage? Actually, not as much as I had expected. I'd felt much more. It seems like about 10-20 of that damage came from those two hitting each other. That's 2.8. Not an issue to think about. Gonna grab one of you. Two of you. Gonna grab two of you. Two of you. Those two. And those two. Then we are starting. We're starting out small. But if that doesn't work, then we're escalating. Oh, wait. Iron. None. Iron. 4. Need at least quadruple that amount of iron. So that's what we're gonna do. What? Mine? Yep. Alright, up. And away again. I got distracted by the finger. One finger to rule them all. I think the best course of action here is to move it manually. Need it as far away from that explosion as possible. So attach this one here. Same with this one. Also here. This one stays there. This one gets like here or something. Well, let's keep it here and just hope that we're far enough away. Right, as I said, let's start out small. $125. No damage. As far as we know. Let's try fire. Seemingly no damage. Let's try big explosive. We took no damage. Big explosion did it. Awesome. Let's see what that is. This one. The loot thing. Can I scan it first? I cannot. Scan Vulcan God of the Forge. New item unlocked. You can now build the item from the build menu. Alright, so we're slowly gathering guards too. Sure. United States survival dollar. Well, there's dollars in here. I thought it was this one I could get. I'd rather get this one. Hmm. Quantum crystal ore. Love it. No idea what we're gonna use it for though, but it's going to be something. That much I know. It's probably most likely gonna be awesome. I only got 18. Oh, here. Found it. And you can get over here. And you can get over here. And then I'm gonna move the gyro a bit. Yeah. Seems like this one does not want to move. How about if we place both of them all the way over here? front wheel that's stuck. Got it to move. Why did I only hear clearance? Nice. I gotta say so myself, that was pretty clean. Nice. Nice. Hmm. Alright, so it seems like we need to go super south again. Check the other one. Well, we need to go to the other one anyway because... Stop this shit. Because there's a, it's not even marked. That's weird. We were down like here, but it's no longer marked. That is... that's weird. Anyway. Oh, there's another over here. I didn't see that. With this one, we need to go there, among other, to get the last... what should I call it? The last sample. And see if there's... if there ain't another god there. Then my guess is... oh, this spy was out there. Oh, never mind. Then it was not weird at all. And you pointed not along the ship. So you were And yeah, further east. So like somewhere in this general direction. So it might be that this one either pointed out here or up to that one. I can't say if it's either or. But now let's go over here and plan on taking another look at this, because there might be a guard in each of the cardinal directions. So we've used about 4,000 to get here. $4,000. That's a fuck ton. That's actually 4 fuck tons. Right on the edge. That was a paltry amount. That's weird that it was so little. Don't even think it's not possible to get that amount with a full collector. What's it called? A net dropper, a net collector, net collector netter. I'm not sure. But anyway, nothing. It's the first time we've tried that. We only got like a couple, if even a couple of kilos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about 6 kilos worth. But having an almost full whatnot. This really does not feel like almost 50 kilometers an hour. If it's closer to like the 25, 30, it might be because of the weight. Then I need to try and remember which side of thing is on. I think the thing is on the opposite side, so we're going around and then connect to it. Yeah, you see the dangling there? That's the thing we want to get to. Now we just gotta control the ass. Then we are golden. So as they say, slowly back it up. I'm personally saying this is as close to perfect as I think it's possible to get. Cables, let's... I think 30 should suffice. That one's already connected. Let's connect to this one, need to connect that one upstairs. Then I need one here. Not that way. Could I connect to... Nah, can't connect it through that. I need to throw this one upwards. Oops. Oh well, let's see. Turn this off. It's fine. It's good enough. Well, actually, it might be the better solution. Now just need to connect oil up there to the system too. Then we can get everything through the same. And what do we need to make? Let's see, copper, rubber, and plastic or iron? Iron, plastic, rubber. Rubber, 3620. Plastic will need about double so. And iron. Bring 10 of those just because. You never know. And we might kill a shark or two when we're done up here. For fuck's sake. Of course not. How much you got? Nothing. You got actually something. But we can't use much of what. Total use of 60. Total total gain of 86. Right, that's pure. What's petrol? Why would petrol be connected here? I think this one's confused about what it should be. Let's go and change that. That one should be crude oil. You say oil. You say, why the fuck do you change to petrol? Oh well. I guess we'll just go here. Maybe secondary one here. And that's why I always bring it. Let's go. Yep. You dangle down. Down here, can I grab you through? Can get almost this. You go down. That stops the rust. Then you get underneath. And now you still say petrol. For some fucked up reason. XT81. Let's see if it works anyway. Because it is a fuel cable, so. Should be able to. I like that better. Over here. Here. Yes. All equals. Here. 60. These are just barely filling up. We'll make us all. Let's give them a hand. That was not much that I had in this one. At least we only lost one. I guess that's always something. Let's try that again. But again, I wish that we could speed use these. I mean, if I could put an auto click up to it, but that would require us to have them in the exact same location each time. I could just put them up here in the first one. Might actually do that someday. Oh, right now it's actually just equalizing. Oh, that's fine. I'm getting kind of tired of looking at all these small ones. When we've got equally as many of the giant, well not giant, but the medium and large ones. And we still got even more small ones left, so. How are you doing? 99, 99, 99. All doing them all. I'm generating about 60. And I'm pausing that. Wait. The total generation is under 60. Jeez. Alright, because it's night. Also, at least our petrol is full. Right now it's slowly losing. One left. Oh, no more cables. Didn't think I had that mega amount of cable on this. Come on. Wish that the opportunities to stack things always were present, and not just like kind of willy-nilly all over the place. And we got 34 more of the small. And here we got a couple of mediums. Take all mediums and throw all large in here. All medium. Take the large. No, wait. How about we take that large is 185. And medium is 56. Medium. Medium. Bluish. That's just cooler. Actually, it's not like we're gonna lack these. We can literally always make new ones. So maybe we should do this. All new parts. I'm gonna restash one of these. And all of this. Let's make 2 new ones instead of just one. I forget what this thing were right here. Yeah. Flash area, high risk, high reward. Yeah, but it's only for like a handful of stuff, like it's like 4 or 5. Yeah, 4. That's the only one is like really necessary, or really important, or really, really slow. No, double speed. The last one. Maybe this. Up in here, up in here. Okay, this one. Can turn euro. And you're on. Electricity. Are you generating 150? That's bull. You can't make that much. You two, right. 34 each. So, well, yeah, actually. You can make that much. 246. That's what I'm talking about. Each of them are plus 35 and still going up. There's 7 of them. That's what it should look like. Maybe you should make 3 more. Alright, it's fluctuating, but that's alright. Using 120, gaining twice as much. Now that is beautiful. I'm still gonna do this. I've dragged them all the way up here, then I'm damn well gonna use them. And then I'm gonna place one in here. As a backup. Let you slow down. Down to 205. It's a total. New guys is 1 to 40. 94. All of those up top is only at about 12. That's what I've been saying. Bro, everything. Typhoons are the greatest. But alright. Fair enough for this solar panels. It's really shit weather. So like, right now they're lucky if they generate 2. I guess that's actually fair. I'm guessing the sun is that way since you're not doing anything. But let's double check up here. There might have come something new. No, just trash. There's some stuff there. Might be worth taking a look at. Just a chain. I had a feeling that would be one of those up here. But said that, then yeah, nothing. Whoops. Crayons and trash. More trash. Even trashier. Loot scraps. Loot more trash. Ow. I might as well drop the rest of the way. Down to 80 total. And only some 30. Damn, it's a... Actually, it's a nice day, I'd say. Nice amount of sunshine, but not too direct. A couple of clouds to give a slight cool atmosphere from time to time, and not a no breeze weather, but just a nice enough slow breeze to feel that the wind is still there and give a occasional light cool down from when the sun does peak. I think that might be as close to a perfect summer day as I can imagine. Hello? Got another bot. You're still pumping like crazy. So are you. But you're collecting for yourself, not me, because my stock is full. And you only take 33. That's because this one's not dragging all that much. That would actually be nice if you could equalize that one to solve. Well, yes. 93 usage and gathering just short of 60. Wrong way, buddy. This time at least. Might as well empty yourself into this when leaving. Do and empty. Yes. I'm on the way back on the boat, so I got no usage of it. Forward. Because I'm just gonna go down here and whoop, can't connect to this one without going back in here. Well, with how long it took us to actually charge up ourselves, and they only did that in like a quarter of the time. That's incredible. This might roll, turn that one off. And those. I'll do this. And then we can charge up a bit more right now instead of only using all the way down to 5 because we can't get enough sun. Only 9. Oh well, it is what it is. You are connected to that. Did think about connecting this one to that one. So the majority of the fuel things are connected through the same hub. So remove you from here. See if I can stop you from flipping through everything. That seems a bit too late right now. I got an idea. So, and then that one connected up here, which is both oil and petrol. I can, let's see, not the fuel I wanna grab. I wanna grab the fuel box itself. This. And connect. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, sure, it's basically the same thing. But this one. Stop that. Up here. So, because then that is connected through here. This one is connected to those. And I want you to connect here. Then make a fabricator on the wall. One, connect two. Nope. I want to say grab like so. You can go here. Guess we could do this. Just need petrol in the same system too. Those are connected through this one. The oil is connected here, and this one is connected to the general hub here. This one can go back and forth. The extender or the hub here is connected up top, so that can also get through everything here. So I just need somewhere I can drop petrol, diesel from. Because for some reason we got no diesel connection down here. But we could have. See, you are gas, water, electric. You. You the wall socket. Can actually connect that directly from in here. Place it in there. Can do it here. How about in the cabin? I think that's too far. Actually, is enough space to place it like here. No, it's not because it's too far, it's because it's another. But, it's a blocked output. I could place it here, but I feel like it's a better idea to have it in here than just connect it to this one. Guess I'll put you. Yeah. So then you're just enough out of the way so that it won't be annoying. I can actually do this with a lot. How far is it? Because and I could make the hub somewhere else. Like have everything connect from multiple. So if I place one up there, then you connect to that one. That's not the intention. Blood output. Connect here. Connector ports. Make 5. That's one of the things that we use the most. If I build you once again up here. Change flashlight for those. Come on. Still plenty bright. And this one shouldn't connect to that. Should connect to this. So I can get multiple outputs for the same thing. That's both nice and annoying. Because then if they're too close, then one thing is gonna take over. Alright, so how to do this? Because they are not good enough so that they can take the same amount, save the same amount of space like here. That one I'm fine with. This I've learned to live with. And this I think I can also learn to live with. Oh right, petrol. Oh, baseline. Go here. And I can make a new connection up here. Make one here, a new one here, connect a new one down there. And connect everything through that. Let's try that. No, I don't want to connect to you because you already connected. Connected with the top one. As far as I know. Or maybe you aren't. Maybe that's too far away. That I gotta check. I might have placed it too far away. One way to find out. Yep, that's too far away. So that's why it's looking for a connection. Can't find it. Fuel wall circuit. I can't see the connection. Oh, over here. So I could place it here. Sure, I wouldn't mind that. And just make an extender right above. So that I don't close an output. Connect those two. Grab you and plug it in. Alright, that makes more sense. I was like, why does it want to connect to something else? That shouldn't have been the case. But it makes more sense now. No. This one is close to as possible. So they're gonna get connected. This one seems to only wanna get over here. I'd rather have it high up here. Yeah. Connection. Then we're gonna grab you and plug you in here. Rotate this. I like this. Connect two of you. But now we got one complete system. Alright. I want to get rid of this. I could just do the same and get them to connect through here. So like make a connection here and have that go through here. See, I need to remember to remove the things correctly. I can actually just do this. It seems like one of the gravity issues with the game have been fixed. Alright, so just to recap. We got diesel coming down. Well, I'm gonna go up. It's gonna be both easier and a better explanation. Come on, up, yeah. So we got both diesel, petrol, and oil going through here. The first one here that goes into the house here, goes in directly into the boat's diesel, which everything is connected right beneath us. This one is connected to this extender. That extender is connected, as you can see here, to the oil, and the top one is connected to the petrol. It's gonna do this instead, I think. And then this one goes down here, is connected into this one, which is connected to our oil reserves. So our oil reserves and our oil are connected through the same connection, and they can both be filled up with the long one going into the black vein. Right, so everything is connected through here, and now this extender has been connected to the wall sockets, where this one is connected, this one, which is connected over in a new one, which goes over through here, and from this one over here, then goes down in another extender, which is split into the petrol input and the oil input. So just through these sockets, then we have streamlined everything very neatly, and I freaking love that. I felt like I was going slightly crazy because of all of that cable. Hell, that was starting to be everywhere. Oh, this is nice. And then of course the diesel input down there is connected through here. And all of that is of course connected to all of these that has been put in series. And this one is the one going behind everything. And it's connected into the corner, which I can't see right now. And right down here you can see that one's the one going into the ship. So that all of this is connected to the ship, and everything connected to the ship is also connected to this. So everything right now ties together ever so neatly. So I actually think there's only one thing left I wanna do before we end today. I wanna take a look up there to see how everything is doing. You are still pumping away. Still only 33. I love that. You are slaving away at almost 100. 30, 60. Which is sucking 60. These are still pumping almost to the max. And you are creating excess for us. So we don't have to wait nearly as long when we come by next time. And then I guess we actually have to... Well, I gotta be honest, I hadn't expected this issue to occur right now. The same 146 kilometers an hour. Oh well. Back up 4 minutes. Alright. So it made a backup just before I made all of that explanation. So luckily all of the progress has been saved. But I think that's more or less fine. Yes, it's just about to end anyway. So that's it for today. We have streamlined some things. We found a guard statue. We have found another hint of where the next progression area might be, and by following the statue fingers. Yeah, but sadly, as far as I can see, then there might not be much progress left for us to do right now. So it might be that as of August, then we oops, and then the game crashed. Oh well, that's actually fine. But as of August, then we might change game. We'll also play this since what, February or March. So it might actually be more or less about time. But it have been it's been a nice like 3, 4, maybe 5 months. I think we started in March. So 4 months. But that's still really good. Yeah, but again, it's only possibility that we change games. It depends wholly on if there's coming out a new big update, or if we suddenly stumble upon a new quest. Something like that. But as things stand right now, then there's a pretty good chance that we are changing. It doesn't necessarily have to be something new. We could go back to something old, like either Slay the Spire, maybe Slay the Spire 2, or Gunfire Reborn. There's a lot in that we could go back to. So yeah, there's a lot of possibility for us to continue with. Well, I have yapped your ear off enough, I guess, for this time. So, thank you all for joining in, it's been a pleasure. See you on Monday at our usual time, 15 o'clock British time, on GMT +1. I think it's at CST 7, it's something like 10 AM, 8 AM, something around that. Well, I'm wishing you all a good weekend, and I hope you all are going to have a good morning, a good day, a good evening, and a good night, wherever you are. See you all next time. Bye.